Hi everyone, I thought we would do a really nice free roam reading based on the full moon. So to see, just what comes through, what information, messages, clarity I can give to you. So we'll do a full moon reading and see where we're headed. Also just wanted to mention a few things like, if you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below as I do the giveaway and how you can enter is all down below. This reading is for all star signs, so if you're here, welcome. This reading can be for you. If you could be here and it's a sign. So that's also something I wanted to mention. And then also finally as well, if you are interested in any personal services with me, personal readings, intention items which are handmade, meditated with and saged for various areas of your life and manifesting different areas, everything is available on my website, shopmoonlightguidance.com, and the thousands of 5-star reviews can also be found at the bottom of my website, which is also linked to Etsy as well, because definitely it's sold in like 2 different places, Etsy and my website. And yeah, everything's there. There's bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, wallet or your purse. There's such, beautiful different items, and they are really, really special for different intentions. And there's also candles, crystals, sage bundles, teas as well. These are plant-based, they're handmade, hand-poured, safety tested as well. So different ones for different areas of your life. Okay, let's begin. Ooh, okay, so speaking of full moon energy, someone here is feeling very, very lonely without you. Now, granted, you may be feeling this way as well, right? You may be feeling lonely, feeling like not everything is exactly how you would like it to be, feeling very much so left out in the cold with certain situations, and you might be reflecting and it makes you sad. Full moons can be an emotional period of time. However, it's not just you that it impacts. I don't want to sound invalidating in that sense whatsoever, but I know that so many of you might feel like you're super alone, no one understands, but trust me, a lot of people feel super, super emotional during this time. So just know that, you're not alone in that sense. It's a time of purging, it's a time of reflection, it's a time of, really thinking about what it is that you want and what you want to release. So keep in mind, okay, that there is a person here that I'm picking up on, so you can feel this way, of course. Definitely not invalidating that emotionally. But on the other side, there is someone here who can actually feel left out, lost, lonely without you. All the L's. Oh my gosh, the L. Okay, so they can feel, not so great without you. And I think the full moon here is really emotionally pushing them to understand your value in their life and what you have brought to the table, and really what you have served up, which is a lot of goodness, a lot of kindness, a lot of genuine empathy and understanding and compromise. They feel like so many of you have tried to compromise and do more than you ever would, because you are a good person, but also because when you love freely, you love wholly, you do what you can, and yeah, so obviously if you don't feel so great during this full moon, it's because, the universe is trying to essentially allow you to reflect on what you do deserve and how much more you deserve, and that you do deserve a lot more. So 2 of Cups, especially with the Wild card, is extremely, extremely powerful. Clearly goes to show you that someone here is absolutely thinking about you, and they are really thinking about you. What more can I say? I mean, I just feel here, it's like a revelation, right? People realize sometimes in moments of their weakness or in moments of sadness or moments of loneliness that something matters so much more to them, and they just don't want to keep going in the same cycle. So what I see here, the Wild card, is that they have this revelation that you really are the person, and it's the sense here of now really realizing, if that makes sense. So keep going. Okay, yeah, see, the Hermit also signifies some form of sort of, being alone in their own space, really reflecting on things, taking a really solid look at things from their perspective. Also, 6 of Wands is this eagerness to come forward, so I feel like they would want to come forward, and they're really thinking about how they can come to you, what they can say, whether you would be accepting of it at all or not. And we have here the Empress, because look, Venus energies, they have romantic feelings towards you, they really like you, they're feeling super, super strong towards you. And even with the 9 of Pentacles, I genuinely do believe that the 9 of Pentacles here shows that you are confident, you are strong, you are loving, you are genuine, you are understanding, you're respectful, you're not rude, you're not abrupt, you don't shock them in such a way where they go, oh my god, I was not expecting that. You're not like that. You're very, I don't mean this in a bad way at all, but you have got the Virgo energy here. Look, I'm a Virgo, okay, so just keep in mind, okay, I'm not trying to like offend really any Virgos, because I am one, but you are predictable. And when I say that, I do not mean it in a bad way. You make plans. You like to, you like to know what a person is thinking about you in that sort of sense. You're not someone abrupt where it can really shock a person. It can make a person feel, wait a sec, but what, but we discussed, you're not that kind of person to suddenly change your ways. You are consistent. I think consistent is a better way to put it than predictable. You know what I mean? Consistent. You're consistent. That is something that they have lacked in their life. Really, they have not had much consistency in their relationships. They've not had much consistency. So in terms of relationships, they've not had consistency with, say, for example, their parents, past relationships, with friends, family members. People have just been sort of enabling them, saying, do that, but not really being like, this is for your highest good, like this would be really good for you, I think that you're the kind of person that pushes them to be a better person. That's what they're realizing. So there's some deep thinking happening here with the Hermit, and also with the Empress as well. There's a real sense here of realizing that you are a stable person and that they want someone like you in their life. Let me move this way. Page of Swords is the discovery, it's the epiphany, it's the revelation, it's that understanding. Boom. Justice. Okay, so justice ruled by Libra. Libra is ruled by Taurus. No, sorry, hold on, Venus. I know I said Taurus, but Libra is ruled by Venus. And Venus rules only two signs. One is Libra and one is Taurus. That's why the Taurus came out. But that's okay. Because, see, justice is now them having those realizations, realizing exactly what they want to do, how they want to do things, how they want to progress things. There's a real sense here of that happening. We have the High Priestess. Ten of Swords, High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles, Emperor, Ace of Cups. I want to know what they're gonna, like, what they want to say. So here we go, counterpart energies with Emperor and Empress. What I was going to say about that was very much so that they can be kind of in their own bubble, in their own energy a lot of the times. That doesn't mean that they don't like you, it's just that they're thinking about things. And sometimes they can also be emotionally detached, right? So they can have a lot of sort of trouble in terms of expressing their feelings, in terms of being open. But look what it's getting them to do. Anything that gets suppressed, which I feel like they have been suppressing, is going to come to the surface. And when it comes to the surface, right, it's going to be huge for them. They could have an emotional breakdown during this full moon. You might also feel a lot of those intensities because some of you have a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection or a spiritual connection. You've got the angel of Venus there. Venus keeps being talked about by me, right? I keep mentioning Venus. Well, guess what? Okay, so full moon happens. Technically, if you watch this reading, obviously around this time, Venus is doing something, okay? So Venus is basically, what Venus is doing is it's going to be in Capricorn, conjunct Mars in Capricorn. Now what this means is that it brings a fresh wave of passion and tenderness into connections, okay, relationships, and it basically affirms love. Now when we talk about affirming, it's about kind of being like, yeah, I am sure about this. Yes, I do feel it. It's not just like, oh yeah, I feel it, whatever. And it just gets washed away. No. It's like, it gets affirmed, right? So it's like a wave of like it actually taking over the person, being like, yes, this is what I want to do, right? So that's what we are seeing there. So that makes a lot of sense, and that's February 18th. But some of you, you might be watching this, it can be a free roam reading, absolutely. It could be timeless, right? And so that's the thing, is that obviously, like, whenever you watch this, Venus is clearly doing something. That's what I see. Some of you might be watching this in the future when there's another full moon. It's okay. It is okay. It's totally fine. So I see here the Ten of Swords is quite significant because this is about them sort of wanting to put their past behind them to create a new cycle and not wanting to have the same cycle of pain, frustration, sadness, stuck sticky energy. They don't want that anymore. They want to move forward. They want to have stability. We have the two pillars here: stability, security, understanding, kindness, care, compassion, love, and the Nine of Cups here shows that that's the one thing that's really missing from their life. Nine of Cups is that sort of this. Ace of Cups is that love, the glue that sort of sticks everything together. You add the 9 and the Ace of Cups together, you get the 10 of Cups. It's missing from their life, and they're realizing that, and they want to do more. Okie dokie. Hold on. I have the cards here. These are the cards I'm going to use, but there was one that just got left down the table, so let me just grab that. There we go. Okay, so let's have a look. Mercury, Realms Edition 2 cards. Let me know, how are you feeling during this full moon? Okay, let me know. I would love to know. Even if you're watching this in the future, let me know how you're feeling, because I feel like some of you can feel quite overwhelmed and you can feel very emotional and you can kind of feel like there's a lot of like pressure on you, but you might be also picking up the pressure from the other person, from what I'm seeing as well, and what they're going through, because what they're going through is definitely, I feel, a lot, like it's very, very heavy. So, you know, it's another thing that I see. Actually, yeah, look, the shame that eats at me for how I've treated you. It's very heavy, for sure, and they're having some big realizations in regards to that. If anyone wants specific star signs, I'll give them to you in just a second. I know some of you like them, but you know, this is for all signs, but essentially I'll give you the star signs. That's totally fine. I mean, of course, one of them is Leo, because the full moon's happening in Leo, but we have here Libra, Taurus, that's Libra as well, Virgo, Aries, Pisces. Those are the main star signs, okay, that I'm seeing here. Lurking your social media accounts, they might be lurking around trying to kind of get to, like, trying to see what you're up to and what you're doing. I should have listened to you. And then we've got here, don't change who you are. So there's a really powerful and very strong energy here in this regard. You know, there's a real sense here of them realizing that they should have done a lot more. They should have just done so much more, should have been more understanding. And the shame, I mean, oh my God, they feel shame. They literally feel shame. They feel bad for how they treated you. They feel lonely without you, but how they treated you is something that does not feel good to them. Don't change who you are. So it's not your fault. Say to yourself, it's not my fault, because that is such a good way of affirming yourself, especially if you feel like it's your fault that they're not with you. It's not your fault, okay? These are personal issues, personal troubles, personal challenges of them, which are projected onto you, but it's not your fault, right? So comment down below, it's, you know, it's not my fault, or I won't change who I am. Because, you know, we all go through change as human beings, but it's that fundamental principle of the goodness of you, which is what they're trying to say. Like, don't change that part of yourself. So say to yourself, I'm not going to change, you know, I'm not going to change who I am in, you know, in terms of your values, your goals, your core, the core of you, you know, that's your beauty and the most amazing things you do. So don't, you know, of course. So let me know, you know, it's great affirmation, comment it down below, but clearly they are lurking on your social media, they have shame for how they treated you, and this is bringing them a major revelation of how much more they need to do towards you and how much less they have been doing, which is obviously very significant as well. So obviously, you know, there's a lot of energy in this sense, which is obviously very significant, and yeah, very, very powerful. Alright, so this is your reading. Now, of course, if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. If you claim it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Check out the description box below for information on personal services, free reading giveaway, and of course, intention items, which are on my website. And happy full moon, everyone, and take care. Alright, bye.